Hey, how we doing everyone? I trust you've been safe and well and training hard. So today we're doing biceps and shoulders. So for me, this is going to be an interesting development and training over the next year, I guess. So my biceps are pretty good. You'll see that I have quite a lot of striations and muscle development on my biceps. I've got that traditional Arnie peak. But I do have a bit of weaknesses in rear delts, so I'll be focusing on building shoulders a bit more and the rear delts. So for that, I'll be doing, as usual, training at home and at the gym. We've mixed things up a bit recently just because I needed to do some different exercises to build those shoulders, a bit more lateral raises, things like that. And I cycle through each week or each couple of days a different routine, different exercise for shoulders just to give them that shock. Whereas everything else, look, back and legs, I'll be trying to shock to get them to grow. Whereas biceps, chest, abs, all that kind of stuff, I'll just be maintaining just until everything else catches up, and then we can try and grow again after that. But let's start off with some shoulder press. So again, we just want to do 3 sets of 12. That's the magic number, really. I absolutely love, now that I'm back on the carbs, just the strength I get back. I think that's too light. And there we go, we're up to 12. So we just want to do 3 sets of 12 reps. And that's the magic number. All right, and I think if you're struggling to train and lift heavier weights, you hear a lot of people talking about diet and increased protein to grow muscles. There's a lot of information out there, and while yes, you need protein and amino acids to build your muscles, that's the main thing, amino acids, the building blocks of your muscles. You can read my previous article on that in relation to the benefits of increased protein intake and amino acids, but people often overlook the importance of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are the energy that fuel your cells, that allow you to lift heavy. Protein's not going to give you the energy to it's not going to give you the energy to push through your sets and your weights. Carbs will. Anyone who's done a cut, like I dropped from, what was I sitting on last week? I was sitting at 72 kilos. I was really trying to hit that 70 mark. I didn't make it. And I think 72 was a good size for me, good weight. But you really need the carbohydrates to power your workout. So you can't rely on protein to power your workout because it's not going to work. And it's really funny because when I was down to 72 kilos, I was struggling to pick up, 15 kilo dumbbells. I was struggling, I was still able to pick them up, but I was actually struggling to get through the sets. So now that we've got the carbs back, I feel like I've got all my power back. A bit of kryptonite there, removing carbs. But it's interesting how that works. So just be conscious that if you're doing big intensive workouts, you need to have balanced carbs. People talk about 5,000 calories and all this kind of stuff, and you really need to balance your macronutrients. And it's not always about calories. If you want to build muscle, the average recommended daily intake for calories is about 2,200 calories. If you're training, you're probably going to burn, depends what kind of training, how intense it is, probably 800 calories. So it'll put you in a deficit. So you probably want to be sitting around the 3,500 mark. It depends, really. Depends on how much exercise you're doing and how intense it is. I tend to start with a run, although today was an incline power walk, hence why I'm puffed out. Now that we've done that, it's time to head over and do some curls. So with the overhead shoulder press, I do them seated. I used to use the bar as well, but I've sort of dumped that and brought in lateral raises now. All right, so now we're on to curls. So arms by your side, feet shoulder length apart. And you don't want to go, look, how much should you be lifting? It's up to you really. I got 15s while I come back up from the shred. This might be a bit too light. And it's just quite an easy turn. Try and come all the way up. And you want your bicep to be doing the most of the work there in your forearm. So I quite like the twist, because the twist also builds your forearm. Might be a bit too light, but that's all right. But as you can see, look, my bicep routines work pretty well. Got all the fake tan coming off from the comp. But yeah, again, 3 sets of 12 are the magic number. I might throw some legs in today as well, just to give them another shock and work them out again. They're starting to not hurt. We just did legs the other day, had DOMs the next day, and now they seem like they're all evened up a bit. So time probably to give them another thrashing. One more rep. Now we don't go to, or I don't go to failure on biceps because they're already quite developed. So with your legs, sometimes you want to go to failure, or for me anyway, because I want to grow them. But as you can see, look at the veins and the striations already starting to form after a slight pump. Going all right there. Like my double bi pose, yeah, it's pretty good. One more. Sometimes I try and hurry up through my set so I can make recording a bit easier. I don't like to edit, I like to just film. So you see the raw footage, get more of a real sort of view. And you also get to see how long a routine actually takes. Like a lot of this stuff doesn't take that long. You don't need much time to lose weight. Like people think, oh, I've got to spend hours in the gym. And you really don't have to. You know, it's just 20 minutes, 20, 30 minutes a day. It's a lunch break, you know. Instead of sitting at your desk getting your meal, go for a run. Get a gym membership near your work. And have a quick sesh. Oh, I want to rest. I had plenty of time to rest. All right, now onto lateral raises. So I've got some of these dumbbells to make them a bit lighter. Hopefully I can see what I'm doing. All right. So you kind of need a mirror so you can actually see how you're doing it right. So Might be a bit too heavy. It's funny, you can sit there and bench press 100 kgs easy. As soon as it comes to lateral raises, 1 kilo. It's probably going to be too light now. And that's the thing with training, I guess. You just got to balance it out. And not every day will you be able to lift the same weights. Not every day will you feel like you've got enough energy to finish the whole, session. And that's just life, And that's how your body works. But the main thing is about going in there and just sticking to the routine, because that's how you'll see change. A lot of people, I don't feel like going to the gym today. Then they'll stay home. And the next day, I'm too tired. Don't go. If you make a habit of it, 19 days it takes to make a habit of it, you'll find yourself having to go all the time. All right, let's go. So you can mix these ones up a bit too. So you go that way, come forward. All the way up. All the way up. So just 12 reps. And we've also got the cable ties, or the cable machine, as you've seen. We can use them as well. I've done a few of those. Popped a few videos together about that. Quick rest, and back to it. 30 to 90 second rest, even less if you can. Whew. So you can feel it, it's good. So that's where I'm lacking. I didn't do enough lateral raises, and it's costed me my shoulders. I focused too much on, I've always done the shoulder press overhead, but I used to do the bar overhead as well. I was doing the same exercise twice. Fortunately, I wasn't hitting the rear delts and the other part of your shoulder muscle. So the shoulder muscle, you'll hear people say rotary cuff. It's not actually a rotary cuff. You've got 3 muscles, front delt, rear delt, and middle delt. That's pretty much your shoulders. And as you twist and turn, that's why it's called a rotator cuff. Let's go again. Nice. You can already see shoulders bulging out through the t-shirt. Alright, back to buys. So as you can see, you just rotate through your exercises pretty quick. It doesn't take long. And obviously I don't always train at this pace. Sometimes a bit slower. If I'm at the gym, sit there, talk crap with the guys for a bit. Now, bicep curls, I like to use an easy bar. It gives you more of a natural grip. So 12 reps, 3 sets. Now, I'm just maintaining my biceps while building the shoulders, which is why we went double. So you're doing, so it's 12 and 12, about 24 reps in that one. But if you're looking to build biceps, 21's a really good way of doing that. 21 is pretty much, 7 reps to here. I'll move back a bit. So 7 reps here. And then once you do 7 reps there, halfway. And then 7 reps the whole way. And look, I lived by 21s. Absolutely love them. And it's given me the double bi that everybody is sought after. Alright, I won't put you through another 2 sets of that. It's probably boring. Let's head off to the gym. We'll do some rear delts and probably jam in some more leg sessions as well. So I think they're up for another hit. Alright, let's go. And now we're off to the gym to do some overhead shoulder press using the machine because it's a lot more isolated. I do these front facing and then I also turn around and do them rear facing as it gives you an entirely different form of exercise and it's great to do. Some more delt exercises. These are really important for me to smash, and I want to let you in on a little secret. If you want results, you need to be able to train with Mr. Incredible, who is one of my training partners. And if you don't believe me, check this out. 3, 2, 1, here he is, Mr. Incredible himself. Cheers.